All right, so in this video, we're going to do a trial and error of retrieving the Pabbly integrations from their website, okay? All Pabbly integrations. So there's various ways you could do this. Fetch all Pabbly integrations. Okay, so we know we want to go to Pabbly's website and get their integrations. Let me see, Pabbly integrations. Now there's various ways we can do this, okay? We can use the browser or we can use the scraper, okay? But this is what we want. These little boxes, we want to get all of them. So I'm going to open the inspector and I'm going to, let's see, so we want this, okay? And I'm just going to run some JavaScript here real quick. Query selector all, just to get the proper selector, okay? So we've got 1,500, we've got 1,500 apps, okay? Goes, yeah, just doing some code real quick. Okay, apps dot, yeah, so we've got 1,500 apps on this page, okay? And I think a lot of people are tempted to use the browser. The browsers are the coolest, node in packages, but there's also the scraper node, okay? That's a little more lightweight. It doesn't take as long, and it will get you what you need, okay? So let's plug in Pabbly. And then for selectors, let's see here. So the URL is going to be Pabbly Integrations selectors. It's going to be, let's go with integrations. And then let's say let's go with .cur app name, okay? p.cur app name. And then let's say all, okay? So let's go with scrape Pabbly. And then let's add our finish node here where we'll paste this scrape Pabbly. And let's just see what it comes back with, okay? There should be 1,500 nodes, so be a little bit on the heavy side, but let's see what happens, all right? All right, so here we go, scraping Pabbly. All right, that finished. Let's see what it came back with. Nothing. All right, so let's see, the scraper. Yeah, I think the issue here is that it doesn't appear immediately, okay? So let us do this. Let's go to, instead of using the scraper, let's go with the browser. Or we can use them both just to experiment and see how they both behave, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this URL in the browser node, and I'm going to, let's see, go here, go to Pabbly integrations. All right, and then I'm going to wait 10 seconds. Okay, I'm going to add a 1, 2, 3. All right, so wait 10 seconds. All right, and then I'm going to take a screenshot just to make sure everything's there. Okay, so let's take a screenshot, full page screenshot, and then I want to export this screenshot to the finish node. So let's go here, screenshot. All right, and then let's go with image source. All right, so that's gonna be our sweet. All right, so that's gonna be our let's go browser. All right, so this is gonna be our screenshot. Let me just tweak a little bit more. And then let me just add a link in case I want to open it. Link. Okay, let's add this link to screenshot. All right, almost there. target equals blank, and then let's add the screenshot. All right, so screenshot is there. Now, let's run it. This will take a little while. So let's run it and see what happens. Be right back. All right, so that finished running. Let's check our screenshot now. All right, so now our screenshot has all the integrations, okay? So we should, in theory, be able, all the images didn't load, but we should, in theory, have the ability to, after 10 seconds, to scrape all those integrations, okay? So this sounds like a race condition issue. Let us get all those integrations now, okay? So after we take the screenshot, get all integrations. This is going to be, how do I want to get them? Let's do it via JavaScript because I want them formatted a certain way where I get the image and I get the name, okay? So if we look at the, take a look at, so we can look at how they're formatted, okay? Because I want the name and I want the image. So we get, let's see, we get PC. Okay, so yeah, so this is what we want. Cur AppCon, okay? Let's see here. Cur AppCon, document that query, selector all. So right now what I'm doing is I'm looking at the, yeah, I'm trying to get the image and the name of the app together, okay? And with that, I will be able to create a nice little table. And yeah, so all right, so this is what we definitely want. We want this, okay? So let's say all apps, okay? Let me say for const app of all apps, okay? Final, all right, so we want to get the we want to get the app name and we want to get the URL. No, we want to get the image URL and the app name, okay? So image URL. Image URL, okay? Image URL goes here, and we say app name goes here, okay? So this should, in theory, create, let's see, index. This should, in theory, create a array of objects that have an app name and a URL. So it should be like 1500, okay? So I'm gonna save that and then I will, what am I gonna do? Let's put, so let's expose this step, okay? We're gonna expose this step in JSON keys. That will allow us to tag, that array here. Let's just take this. Hold on a second. Let's take this. Let's say scrape Pabbly execute JS, and then we're going to turn this into a table. Okay. So we've got our table here, and now let's see what we're going to do now. Now we want to test. we want to test this new waiting for 10 seconds thing and see if we get a table with 1,500 items. So I'm going to let that run and I'll be right back. All right, perfect. Looks like that's done. Okay, so let's take a look at the end result. Okay, so it looks like we've got all the 1,550 items. We just need to populate these fields where it's app name and image URL. Okay, so let's go back to our browser and let's go to get all integrations. Okay, so the app name here is actually going to be let's see here. The app name is going to be, what's the app name going to be? It's going to be, if we go to elements, the app name is going to be cur app name. All right. So if we do this, if we do app dot query selector, again, very technical, no problem. And we do this, we do that, and we do inner text. That will get us our app name, okay? So we can save that and let's run that again, okay? So we're running that again. I'll be right back when that finishes. All right, so that finished. Now let's open this and see. Okay, cool. So we've got all our apps now. So we've got all our apps and we can export as CSV. All right, let's take a look at that. Cool. We could also download it if we want as a zip file. Perfect. And it wants to open it. Okay, cool. Looks good. Now, the last thing that's left is to get the image URL. This is like a nice to have, okay? So we're like almost there, really quick. So to get the image URL, we go back here. You can see that the image URL lives here under something called class cur image, cur app image, okay? So we go back to get all integrations, and then the image URL is going to be app.querySelector.that, and then we say get attribute, and we'll call that attribute source. Okay? And then we will save that. So that is saved. And then if we run it again, in theory, we should have everything we need. So I'm going to let that run, and I'll be right back. All right, so looks like that wrapped up. Let's take a quick look at it. So now we've got image URLs, and let's just test a few. So 10x leap is going to be that. Let's open it in this, and that's 10x. Let's go to the middle and pick a random one. I saw Canva there. Canva. Where's Canva? Okay, ChatGPT, let's test that. Yeah, that is going to be ChatGPT. Okay, cool. So that worked. Now I have a CSV of all the different Pabbly integrations with the image to go with it, okay? I hope that's helpful. I know you ran into some issues. A few of you have ran into issues like this, but yeah, so we tried the scraper. That doesn't work, so we'll kill that. The browser node, very powerful. All you need to do is use the browser node, and these are the 4 steps. Go to Pabbly Integrations, wait 10 seconds. The screenshot, you don't even need it, but it's nice to have. This is where you're going to get all the integrations. A little technical, but once it's done, you get a nice little, you get a nice table with all the integrations, image to go with it, and yeah, so I hope that helps. Yeah, feel free to ask any questions in the Facebook group. See you later.